Hey, everybody. Oh, here's Scott. Who's going to the Dominican Republic? Uh, what? That looks amazing. So we really have learned from like the best and most amazing leader this week, and we are so fortunate, seriously, to be part of doTERRA. Does everyone feel that coming to leadership? It's just, right? Yes. So I really hope we all feel empowered leaving here, and we go home and we can implement everything. So I can't wait to deep dive into community and building a business that's right for you. And a little background about me, my name's Sydney, obviously, and I just turned 30. I feel like I should have so much more figured out in my life. Like, I look at my age of 30 and I'm like, wait, should I be allowed a credit score? This doesn't feel right. Why do I not have more figured out? So honestly, sometimes it's just hard, but we're thriving. So I have two precious kids, Wild Bill. His name's William, but we call him Wild Bill. And then I have Goldie, the little baby angel girl. So Bill is 9 and Goldie is 18 months. So yes, there's like a huge age gap. Aren't they so cute? I love them. So I was one of the lucky ones to experience 5 years of infertility. And I not only experienced infertility, but intense postpartum depression and anxiety. And it's really heartbreaking to talk about because I didn't expect to feel it so hard. And I had this expectation that because I yearned for a baby so much, it would like pass me up or something, and I would be immune to it. So to make a long story short, the sweet baby angel girl right here, Goldie, she came out of the womb not sleeping. Like, you obviously expect a newborn for the first couple months of their life to not sleep, but then you start to panic a little bit as it goes to like month 6 and month 9, and you're kind of like, wait, why are they not sleeping more than 17 minutes in a night? So I know I can be a dramatic person by nature, but she would scream all day and night, and I would put her to bed at 8 p.m., and by 10 p.m., she's up screaming and fussy for the day. And on top of this, my husband was working out of state, and so he was only home a few days a month, just to give you guys some perspective. So it was just me, Bill, and Goldie experiencing the worst sleep deprivation of our entire lives. And to bring this all full circle, I just wanted to share the impact that my village and my community had on me during this really exhausting and scary time, because we all go through our equivalent of a sleep deprivation. So I have an angel of a mother. She's a redheaded farm girl from Payson, Utah. She has like 90 horses, so many chickens. And then I have a really cute mother-in-law. You guys probably heard me talk about her at the social selling event. She's like 5'2", and she has the thickest Australian accent. It's kind of hard to understand her sometimes. So mom is what I call my mother-in-law, not mom, it's mom. And so my mom has 4 kids. My mother-in-law has 3 kids. So they're intuitive mothers, and they could see the sleep deprivation on my face, right? And the just exhaustion of motherhood. And my sweet mother has babysat, she has laughed with me, she has been my ultimate safe place. And mom, my mother-in-law, has done the exact same. So I conveniently live like 8 minutes from mom's front door, and she would call me on her way home from work every Thursday evening and say, "I'm on my way, darling, I'm coming to sleep." And she would use my toothbrush, because I was like, "Here, use my toothbrush, make my kids sleep, it'll be fine." So this angel of a woman slept at my house, used my toothbrush every Thursday night for 10 months straight, while my husband, Sam, worked out of state. She would sleep on Goldie's floor with nothing more than like an IKEA comforter and like a stale pillow. And she would rock Goldie to sleep every 17 minutes because she didn't sleep more than a couple minutes. So imagine the mental load and physical load that she carried from her desperate daughter-in-law. And imagine the comfort that I felt from my own mom as we FaceTimed. She would show up at my home, and all of her words of encouragement. She really was my safe place when I needed to cry. So having my own mother in the trenches really saved my life, and she never didn't answer. And mom really saved me too. I would wait all week for those Thursday phone calls from mom to come help me, and she never didn't come. She came every Thursday. So it's not that she fixed all of my problems. Goldie still screamed. I still had to put my big girl pants on and show up in my life and face the mental challenges I was facing, but it was like mom was carrying some of the mental load for me. And my mom obviously was carrying a lot for me too. So that's the impact that a dedicated community can have on one person. So even though this situation doesn't really have anything to do with my business, it has everything to do with my business. It's really taught me how to show up for my leaders when it's hard, and it's taught me that creating a safe space is a life raft. So let's talk about creating our own villages so we can leave here with some tools and mindsets to better our businesses. So this is just a sliver of the Outback community. Our corner of the internet, or our corner of doTERRA, builds solely on social media, and we have an absolute riot together. And there's questions that I still ask myself as I continue to build and expand my doTERRA village. Some of them is, what do I want the relationships with my leaders to look like? What culture do I want to cultivate and create? How do I want my interactions to look? What does my corner of this world and this village look like? So I'd love to share what these amazing women strive for together, and I'm sure we'll find similarities in our teams. So we really strive to understand each other, and we really desire to collaborate and selflessly serve and hold each other accountable. I'm sure you guys do the same. We implement a lot of patience and consistency and have learned about having hard conversations instead of festering resentment. And my favorite thing about our community is that we cheer for each other. And I'm so grateful for our community and how we encompass team players, because their encouraging voices really empower us together, and it overpowers the rest of the world's loud criticism. And when you are in a network marketing company on social media, it's really life-changing to hear words of encouragement. So I'll never forget a team huddle, which I'll explain about in a minute. A key leader in our community was expressing how lost she was feeling in her business. This leader specifically was saying she felt like she had no purpose, she had no drive, she had no ambition or desire anymore, and I know that we can all relate, right? These seasons are heavy. So Morgan Lindahl, another one of our doTERRA girlfriends, she unmuted herself on the meeting, and she said, "I love seeing you. You don't even recognize how much joy you bring to all of us. I'm so glad you're here. I love you." So Morgan didn't give her a bunch of strategy or a therapist number to suck it up and figure it out. She simply said, "Hey, I love you." It's so amazing what the lessons that we get to learn from each other in this business. I learned so much from that team huddle, simple interaction. And I really could say to myself, well, I don't have this kind of village. No one's asking me what I'm needing, or maybe you're in a position where you don't have uplines, or you don't have people that help plug your 3 power-up holes, and that's okay. But I want you, maybe don't raise your hand. Maybe it's a rhetorical question. Raise your hand if you ever read the book Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. Yeah, okay, good. That's what I like to hear. So I used to loathe self-help books. If someone asked me if I read Atomic Habits, I'd be like, does it come with a mojito? They're so boring to me. But this is one of the books that it hits you right between the eyeballs. It's so powerful. So in Extreme Ownership, Jocko really teaches that true leaders don't make excuses or blame others. They take full responsibility for their success and failures, and this mindset is exactly what separates thriving businesses from those who struggle. Because it's really easy to say, I can't find builders, or people aren't buying VMG from me right now, or it's too awkward to do an Instagram live, or ask my sister-in-law to hold a class for me. But when you embrace extreme ownership, you shift from a mindset of waiting for success or the right community to going and creating it for yourself. So how would this apply to building a community? It really means that you're recognizing the depth of your community and the trust of your customers, and the success of your team really does start with you. And if you don't feel connected to your leaders, how are you showing up for them? If you feel stuck, what actions can we take to create engagement? And if I have a qualifying leader that is going through some extreme life circumstances, or just had a baby, something extreme, what am I doing for her? So for example, I love to give examples. I used to be really good at getting people on LRP. If you clicked my link on Instagram, you were getting on LRP. But over the last 2 years, I've started making the best excuses. My builders need me, so I can't take all this time connecting with my customers. Or, and this is my favorite one, people just aren't spending money right now. if there's one thing I have learned in my 30 years, it's that first world and first-class citizens love to spend money. We love to spend money. So extreme ownership means Sydney's looking at herself and recognizing, if I'm not educating my customers about LRP, that means none of my shares and builders and key leaders are. And instead of placing blame outward, it's so impactful to take ownership. I've learned that your team really follows your example. If you show up consistently, it's more likely they will too. If you embrace challenges and problem solve, they'll feel safe embracing the same mindset too. And really, most importantly, if you take extreme ownership, you will empower others to do the same. And that's a huge part of building a strong and thriving community. So I want us to take away things today that we can take back to our lives. So I want to give you just a few action ideas that have been successful for the Outback community, and maybe they'll be helpful for you. So number one is team huddle. Every Tuesday at 10:30, come rain, snow, stomach bugs, cranky toddlers, preschool pickup, we all get on a 30-minute team huddle and connect, and sometimes it's really powerful. And other times we have like babies in the background screaming, and it's just real life. And so we count on these sacred 30 minutes to be there for each other, and all are welcome to come. You don't have to be a certain rank or anything. Number two is strategy sessions. We don't have strategy sessions. So we really have like diapers full of like children and baby vomit on our shirt. So if you ask me, hey Sydney, when can we strategize? I'd be like, I'm not talking to you. So we do, however, hold each other accountable. It really is great. Just because we don't have Zoom strategy sessions every week doesn't mean we aren't serious about creating freedom for our families. Honestly, I would just say that we're in constant contact with each other every day. Like there's goldfish flying behind us, fruit snacks being hucked at our heads, and we're like, hey, do you want to like make a social media reel together? So like nap times are kind of like our time to get on and do social media lives together or business calls. So we do strategize, but in a different way because it works for us. I would say number three is listening to each other. There's so much magic that happens while listening to a problem your doTERRA girlfriend is going through, or experiences they're needing to share, or word vomit on a friend who will understand. So I know there can be a really toxic belief that because we're the upline or the boss of our own organizations, we have all the answers. But let's remember, this is your first rodeo. Even if you're a presidential diamond, this is your first rodeo as a presidential diamond. This is your leader's first rodeo too. So me and one of my doTERRA girlfriends, Megan, we had an amazing conversation a few weeks ago. We were sharing our stage of life, of sleep deprivation and chaos, and just trying to collaborate and brainstorm together how we could pivot our businesses to work smarter and not harder. So Megan recognized the way she was expecting herself to show up and to build her business was not bringing her joy and was not moving the needle forward anymore. So I listened while she talked, and by the end of the 30-minute FaceTimes, there were like 4 kids in this FaceTime situation. There were so many kids. She came to the conclusion that she needed to completely pivot her business and her message. And it really was a great reminder that this business is your own. It was really pivotal for both of us to like take a step back and assess the situation and take control and execute our businesses differently. And honestly, it just felt really good to listen to each other because we're overwhelmed moms and we're overwhelmed women. And one of the biggest things that I've noticed in this business is overwhelm is a huge reason for people stepping away. And as a human in 2025, doesn't it feel like everyone and everything is needing you at all moments of the day? There's Silver Club and qualifying for leadership, and did you post on social media, and did you make contacts today? And if you don't move your business forward, then you're done. That's what it feels like anyways sometimes. So there's a lot to absorb and a lot to execute. So kind of the question I ask myself is, how would it feel if in these moments I had someone that said, hey, I'm here and I'm gonna do this with you. I can't do it for you, but I'll do it with you. And I often think about my builders and the people in my community that feel overwhelmed and think for a second, how would it feel if she heard me ask her, hey, I'm here doing this thing with you. I can't do it for you, but I can do it with you. And I hope that we can take that and go and implement that. But I honestly hope that you feel encouraged hearing the words from this entire week. And you really do have the capability to create your own village and community that can change the world. And I know I believe in you, and doTERRA for sure believes in you. So I hope you enjoy this. Take it and run with it. We'll see you guys later.